What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to share with you on how to calculate cash flow. As a real estate investor, you need to know how to calculate cash flow. But before that, let me introduce you my husband, Paul Gallagher. He is going to share with us the simple definition of cash flow.
So the simple definition of cash flow is basically after your rental income has come in, you want to basically account for all the expenses on the property. So cash flow is what is left over after all the expenses, and then after the expenses is calculated, then you have your net operating income. Then after that, if you have a loan amortization that you need to pay, then you would take that away, and what's left after all of those payments is your cash flow.
Yeah, so that's it. So let me just show you on how to calculate the cash flow. Alright guys, so let's start to calculate cash flow. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to calculate cash flow. So let's say, for example, we have 4 units apartment, okay, for your property, and each unit makes 10,000 pesos per month. All right, so for 10,000 pesos times 4 equals 40,000, and this called your monthly gross income. Okay, so let's calculate the net operating expenses. So here are the net operating expenses. Apology for my handwriting. I'm not so good in the handwriting. One of our net operating expenses, monthly net operating expenses, is maintenance. Maintenance includes your toilet repairs, like windows or your anything that you need to repair on that property. Most likely you need to at least allocate 10%, at least not lower than 5%, but not higher than 10%. So that is 10%. And next one is vacancy rate. Basically, vacancy rate, you need to have at least 5%. These vacancy rates,
this vacancy expense is basically a provision that we apportion each month, so that if we do lose tenants, we still have enough money left over that we've accounted for to give us enough money to pay for the amortization.
Yeah, thanks very much for explaining. The next is other expenses, is the property manager. Alright, for the property manager, this property manager, it depends. Will you do it yourself? Then you can skip it. If you ask someone to manage it for you, then normally the charges is range from 7 to 10%. So I'll just put 10%, okay? And next expenses is property manager. Property is your property tax. Okay, so property tax, normally you already know it. So you can calculate the yearly property tax. So let's say for 1 year you pay 2,200. Okay, 2,200 per year. The other expenses that you should include, and it's a must to have, is property insurance. Okay. Let's say your property insurance is 7,000 monthly. Okay. So I think that's it, right? But can you see it? It's maintenance, vacancy, property manager, property tax, property insurance, right? So these are your net operating expenses. So now let's calculate our net operating expenses. So 10%, so we're going to calculate the monthly operating expenses, okay? So 10% of 40,000 is 4,000. 5% is 2,000, right? 10% again is 4,000. And then property tax, since you already know the yearly, you just divide it. 2,200 divided by 12 is 183.3. So let's just put 184. Okay, your property insurance is 7,000. 7,000 divided by 12 is 583.33. So let's just say 584. Apology for my pen. I think the aircon dries it. So let's calculate the total. Oh, any other pen? Okay, the total. Oh, my baby. 2,000 plus 4,000 plus 184 plus 584. So the total monthly operating expenses is 10,000. Okay, please do the math if you're at home. 10,700. Oh God, the aircon, I think.
That's net
68.
income.
This is the net operating. No, this is the net operating expenses.
Okay.
Per month. So 10,768. So this 10,000, then we need to minus in the income of which is 40,000. So 40,000 minus 10,768, which is your net operating expenses, monthly operating expenses, is 29.
Which is your net?
232. So 29 is your net operating income per month. Monthly, I'll just put here monthly, okay? Monthly is 29,232. All right. So as you can see, you can already identify the net operating income monthly, which is 29,232. So let's assume that you have a bank financing. So let's say your monthly amortization is 8,000. So monthly, oh my God, monthly amortize is, let's say, 8,000. Okay, 8,000. So now for us to get the cash flow, we will have to minus the monthly amortization to your net operating income monthly. So 29,232 minus 8,000 equals 21,232. This is now called cash flow. All right, babe? I think my husband is already in the room. All right. So now I hope the information is correct. So now this is called cash flow. So this is how you should calculate cash flow. So to calculate, again, I should repeat to you, this is how profitable your property is. So can you imagine you get 21,232. So again, I'm going to repeat to you, net operating expenses includes your maintenance, your vacancy, your property manager, your property tax, and your property insurance. And they are called your operating expenses. Okay? So after you minus all your operating expenses onto your gross income monthly, you minus your operation net operating of expenses, which is 10,762. 40,000 minus 10,762 is 29,232. So imagine if you don't have a bank amortization, right? You don't have a bank financing. Your income is quite high, 29,232. However, in this case, we assume that you have a monthly amortization of 8,000. So your net operating income monthly, you have to minus the 8,000, and that's the time you get your cash flow. All right, so I hope you guys get something on how learn something from on how to calculate cash flow. Maybe on my next video I will show you also how to calculate return on investment. So that's how to calculate cash flow. So thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you learned something from us, and we would love to share more later on, probably the return on investment. So please keep watching. Please also don't forget to like and share and subscribe so I can notify you with my upcoming video. Remember, you become what you believe.